My name here is Kay Ferry. Will be your voice host, and Bonifacio Boucher is going to be your wonderful DJ. So we will be the host and hostess for tonight. We would like to welcome you all to an unforgettable night full of excitement and magic, where our amazing contestants will showcase their very own and special stylings. So, we would like to welcome you all to an unforgettable night full of excitement and magic. And today, the theme is going to be minimalistic. Calvin Klein. I'm pretty sure, let me just add here that Calvin Klein is very well known for his minimalistic and futuristic designs. And the first theme is going to be this. All the finalists have been instructed to style according to their interpretation of Calvin Klein. And our first finalist is Adonis Handsome. He says, the presence of various shades of neutral colors conveys a somewhat monochromatic representation. The ensemble delivers a sophisticated delineation approach. Although minimalistic in nature, the style shows a depth of texture and shade. My presentation shows the Calvin Klein influence, which is sophisticated in its purest form. The simple approach to styling is creating a toned back, yet effortlessly stylish look. Minimalism is about reaching our quality basics and refining to pieces that are simple yet stylish. So that is Adonis Handsome. The second on the runway is Bloody Mistress Serenity. She says, my look is inspired on Calvin Klein's 2014 Resort collection. This is a very relaxed collection where we can see full-legged pants, long-sleeve shirts, minimal and straight jackets, belted skirts, cropped shirts, and buckles left hanging. Even if in this collection Calvin Klein came up with colors like dark blue, green, and brown, I decided to wear the traditional black, also present in this collection. So that was Bloody Mistress Serenity.
She's actually got a really nice outfit going there that I can see, and I can definitely say that's something I'd like to see on the runway.
Yes, that's very Calvin Klein-ish, I think. And I think the next contestant is also out on the runway. Thank you, Bloody Mistress. And that is Imani Enzo. Imani says, I adore the sleek, clean lines that Calvin Klein does exceptionally well. In my interpretation, I chose to stay true to the design aesthetic associated with the Spring-Summer 2014 collection. My on-trend ready-to-wear look pairs a crop top with a sheer panel with pleated knee-length pleated skirt available at H&M. While my outfit is an homage to Calvin Klein, my accessories from Dirty Princess, Milk, and Modern Couture provide a little edge to this minimal look. That's what Imani says.
Miss Izzy is our next contestant. Minimalist fashion is characterized by a clean, simple silhouette, muted colors, and few embellishments. She wanted to show the clean, fresh lines of the minimalistic style by choosing this outfit. The jacket is from Cold Logic with its t-shirt combo in beige, complementing the high-waisted pants from Giza in a pastel tweed. I'm also wearing shoes from Allure in cream linen and hair from Amici, pulled back into a tight ponytail, keeping the look crisp, clean, and cooling. The minimalistic look to me is the simplicity of the clean lines and removing of the clutter focused on the essence of the design. Perfection is achieved when there is nothing more to add, but when there's nothing left to take away. And that's what Izzy had to say about her outfit.
And our next contestant is Joyce Kutita. And Joyce says, the shapes and geometries used by Calvin Klein suggested a woman apparently simple but highly imaginative, as demonstrated by some of her dresses in 2014 collection. I think she means his dresses, but anyway, which mix black and white with a wave pattern in the chest, or playing with transparencies in suit and dresses, very linear and rigid with horizontal cuts that show a bit of skin on the body. I wanted to combine both using the shirt in the game of transparencies and black and white colors by combining simple white pants and black shoes, bracelet minimal, and a cult object of Calvin Klein, the watch.
Well, that was a truly interesting look, to be honest. I cannot believe what I'm seeing today in some of these because they're really interesting for a minimalistic look. Coming up next, we have Casey, and she says, for me, minimalism is a whisper in a world that likes to shout. Finally, a style where less is more. Calvin Klein is known for his sleek, streamlined apparel, and this is shown with the dress by Purple Moon. The beauty of the dress is by eliminating all nonsense and shows a refinement of form. The simple beauty of the earrings by Caroline and the soft draping of the necklace by Beloved add a touch of elegance. The only crown that would be worn by a minimalist is a fresh white flower from Boom. Sometimes a whisper is all you need.
There she comes. Our next contestant, Leukemia, who's on the stage right now. She says, less is more. This is the concept behind following which you search for the purity of the lines. A goal has always been centered in New York, Calvin Klein brand. On this occasion, I represent a set consisting of a sober, straight, discreet, and sophisticated. Blazer, black, short from the shoulders, square, and baggy pants to match. Only a belt to emphasize the waist and make the curvy figure and sexy, but with absolute discretion. The way to express a new concept of luxury that accepts a sweet and discreet portability in a feminine look, elegant but practical, with a snug fit to the day.
And it looks like Paradox is coming up next. His outfit, he says, is very minimal but with a high style. Greatly inspired by Calvin Klein, he shows his influence with the choice of blues for his outfit. He's wearing a t-shirt, pants, and sandals. No accessories to keep minimal, but the shirt has an interesting damn-sick pattern with blue, white, and just a hint of black. My short bowl-cut hair is black to match that touch of black in the shirt. My sandals have a high-fashion style that make back the blue of my pants, which are of an Italian-made look.
That is simple. Yes. Oh, now the shirt design just finally rests for me. Oh, that's a very interesting t-shirt. And I think our next contestant is out there. Thank you very much, Paradox. Our next contestant is Peyton Heron, and she says, the style minimalism is not just a pared down style you think it is, We already know the trick of going all neutral or sticking to one color palette, but the idea of minimalism goes beyond simple silhouettes and easygoing tonal schemes. Designers like Calvin Klein of the US and Giorgio Armani of Italy are the master of this style and are the inspiration for my minimalistic style this week. I am showcasing the SL designer David Heather and his recent presentation of that style. That's what Peyton says. Oh, that's an interesting jacket.
I was just about to say that. I really like the way that jacket hugs underneath her bust line. That's fantastic. Next up, we have Precise Spearman, and she says minimalist, their motto is less is more, and that means that the less is better, and represents reduction, simplicity, and cleanliness. Calvin Klein in his 2014 spring collection uses monochromatic colors, especially black and white. She prepared a style in the black coat with a geometric composition near the neck and large pockets. Jawed Vapeur style pants and a black shirt. That's what she had to say, and that's really an interesting look, to be honest. It covers her really well.
I think I like that look. That jacket is really nice, and I like the pants too.
I really like the collar on the jacket, the way that it seems to wave around.
Yes. I think Precise was the last one with the first theme, and I think we're moving on to the second theme. And thank you, Precise, by the way. Yes, I think that's Adonis Handsome on the runway. We have now moved on to our second theme, which is all about being very elaborate, ornate designs, and to have a lot going on. So now let me just introduce what Adonis is saying, who is the first contestant. Adonis is saying, the conception of an idea, the accomplishment of actually seeing it come to life, combining artistry with the fashioning of garments to sell a dream of the intangible, an impression of cachet chic, of beauty, desirability and exclusiveness that is beyond the ordinary. To conceive a vision that offers up a feast for the eyes. Every concept that is beyond the traditional everyday styles will meet with a fleeting look that may turn into awe. That's Adonis. Ooh, that is wonderful. So this is
loving the colors on this one too.
Yeah, absolutely. So this is like a complete opposite of minimalism. You know, it was very simple and minimalistic. Now they have a lot going on, and that's the theme.
Yeah, and this definitely has a lot going on. I love that scarf he's got. I was looking at getting one of those recently.
I love that blue. You know, the
Ooh,
sort of
awesome.
this kind of muted blue.
Mm-hmm.
And I think the next contestant is Kat.
Yep, I see. It's Serenity. And her look wasn't inspired by any collection in particular, but Christian LaCroix is one of her favorite haute couture designers. From him, she tries to transmit the opulence of his creation and the use of the short puffball skirt. She also took inspiration from his use of jewels in his creations and the flower rose details. The options of the use of red in her look came from her love of fashion and new challenges. It's also a strong and fierce color, and I think it's perfect for today.
That skirt has a very interesting sort of texture, how do you say, feel to it. You know, that crumpled look?
Yeah, that crumpled satin, because I think that's what the fabric is supposed to be emulating, is really interesting. I'm loving how it actually seems to move around her, too.
Yeah, I'm loving that crumpled look. You know, not the... It's sort of like theatrical effect, should I say?
Yeah, that would be a great way to talk about this. And the different shades of red that she's got going on, because it all looks like it's different variants of dark red. It just looks so amazing together.
And our next contestant is Imani Enzo. And Imani says, I wasn't inspired by any particular designer for this challenge. Instead, I found myself to be drawn to the flowing and colorful styles associated with ethnic tribal haute couture collections I encountered in my research. I used pieces from Solidaire Foley, Champagne Sparkling Designs, The Forge, and Body Cult to create an elegant look that accentuates the beauty of movement. My look is vibrant in color and has the perfect balance of folklore-inspired accents to give the ensemble a certain amount of edge and power. That's what Imani says. Oh, another red, very strong look.
Red is turning out to be the strongest color so far in this particular portion of the challenge.
And it's interesting because she also uses like a variation of, how do you say it, like deep and light red, like different shades of red.
Yeah, she did really well with that. And then she included some of the more tribal patterns. Like if you look really close to her top, it's cheetah pattern. It's cheetah fur. And it looks like our next competitor is coming on stage at this time, and that's going to be Izzy. So thank you so much, Imani. Izzy states she chose her outfit inspired by Jean-Paul Gaultier, I think that's how that's pronounced. She's fascinated by world culture and countercultures, conceiving a new kind of fashion in both the way it's made and worn. Through twists, transformations, transgressions, and reinterpretations, he not only erases the boundaries between cultures, but also the sexes, redefining the idea of androgyny or subverting fashion codes, but wanted to put my own twist on it. I have chosen a dress from Sis called Saint Jean for its similarity to Jean Paul outfit, but added a jacket from Lizu with sleeves and shoulder attachments, also a silver corset in leather from Ison. Couture pants in silver are from Matria, and to emulate the headpiece from Goutelier, I added a hat from Bliss Couture, held on with Route 66 hair from Vanity, which I have edited, but added an extra face veil and a tux collar from Fine Smith. Some makeup is from LPD and Peachy, and I have brought together each design in a fusion to create this extreme haute couture look and added her own personal flair.
Well, I must say I like this.
Yes, me too. It's extremely interesting. And I think Joyce is out on the stage. So thank you very much, Izzy. And let me introduce Joyce Kutita, who is already on the stage, and our next finalist. She says, haute couture is the fashion par excellence, where designers give the most of their creativity. Each piece is unique, irreplaceable, priceless. Because I love different designers, I could not pick one. I took cues from different designers. The pirate hat and eye patch from Haute Couture Vivienne Westwood, 2008. Butterflies Blue Jean, Jean-Paul Gaultier from Haute Couture in 2014. The feathers from Chanel from Haute Couture 2014. The luxurious skirt from Galliano. That's what Joyce says. And of course Joyce is Italian, so she is very well versed with all these different designers, I'm sure.
Dude, she looks like a giant peacock.
You know, actually I was just thinking, don't laugh, but I was thinking her skirt looks like seaweed, you know, in a good way, like the way it moves, like underwater.
Yeah, that's really a good way to describe the movement. And I'm loving that gold corset, though.
Yeah, me too. Me too.
Thank you, Joyce. And next up is Casey. The heat is on, excuse me. Her figure-hugging dress is made by Libra, and she starts the fire. Washing the shoulder with red-hot heat is makeup from Nuna. Going to another realm is the mask of net and pearls by Zipska. Topping off the flames is the hat by Boba. If you look closely, you will see behind the mask the smolder within. The passion to light a fire burns in me, hoping to pass that light on to you.
Okay, that's an interesting look.
That's an interesting explanation for the look.
You know, I was thinking, it kind of looks like a Japanese flower arrangement.
Yeah, it does. The bows and hat are really cute though.
Yeah, it is. I like that very irregular look. And I think our next contestant is out there already. So thank you very much, Casey. The next is Lucemia. And Lucemia says, music is my passion. This is my inspiration, designed in the style of Christian Lacroix, a pompous and fascinating artist of haute couture, irrelevant, theatrical, and neo-baroque style. In this outfit, I represent the passion for music and how it becomes part of one's being and a whole one of our daily life as a soundtrack that punctuates and makes every moment unforgettable. Extremely extravagant and magnificent colors in shades of bronze and gold with plenty of bows, ribbons, and trimmings, and an eccentric headgear on topic. The beauty of the music that enchants and spinning around us like big arms that wrap around and give ample feeling of well-being and safety. All this opulence is a reminder of how musicality can enrich our lives. Everything has rhythm. Everything is moving. All is music.
Dude, I think I can read the sheet music that's on that dress.
Oh wow, okay, I just camped right in. That is music. Next contestant is out too. Thank you, Lucemia.
The next contestant is Paradox, and he has created this outfit with a decidedly Japanese influence and love of the geometry and symmetry of haute design, as seen with the cutout lines of his suit and the bars of his wings. He's expressing passion with the strongly red and pink palette of his outfit, a passion for the birth of new ideas which are blossoming and falling down on his mind from the petals of the tree hat custom made by Natsuka. He was inspired by the visionary fashions of Alexander McQueen, especially when he has delved into the more fantasy and surreal areas of fashion, but a lot has come from his heart, what his heart told him as he treated this styling like a sculpture.
That is an interesting look. And you know what the interesting thing is? That hat actually does look a bit Japanese.
It reminds me of a cherry tree.
I was thinking the same, yes. You know, a lot of people are using red today. I don't know why, but red seems to be the in color. At least with this contest.
That bold, passionate meaning behind it. Because here we come with another red as Peyton comes out.
Okay, and Peyton says, extreme fashion is a broad term describing most designs that do not fit a normal or commercial style or trend. It is usually a mixture of textures, colors, architectural features, and artistic at its heart. I have been inspired by British designer John Galliano this week. He has been quoted as identifying his love of cinema, theater, and femininity as central to his creations, and I am using this love or theater to present my look this week. My key designers used is Alisa Carew of AD Designs, mixed with Lulutka and Faster Pussycat. Yes, another red, but totally different look.
This one is way insane. I mean, in a way, it looks like a piece of sea coral or coral based on the texture and the way the ribbon flows out the side is really fantastic.
Yes, I love the asymmetrical look, should I say. You know, it's totally asymmetrical.
That face veil itself with its ribboning is really interesting too. And the map coming out of it, that just brings it all together.
And as we say that, I think our next contestant is out there.
And that would be precise for her final time on the runway tonight. I was inspired by Dolce & Gabbana Alta Moda Couture Spring and Summer 2014, as in the designer LaCroix uses both designers for her inspiration in this creation. She used parts of two different dresses of the same designer. The dresses were used Anastasia and Euphemia of Utopia. Designer Sabby Clary uses extravagant jewelry as in the collection of Dolce & Gabbana. The style of the dress is veste, I think, cut top, lace and golden in assorted colors. She put the steering wheel on the waist shoulders, relocated it with the gold wires, and placed them a little above where they were originally.
Okay, that looks gorgeous.
I love that color of gold.
Me too, yes. And
Utopia is a great place to mix and match your own designs together because you can come up with something completely different.
yeah, so true. And I love how she has different shades of gold.
Yeah. I mean, you've got the darker gold on the skirt, the lighter gold on the lace pieces. Those lace pieces are just so detailed.
Yes, I know. They're very detailed. Very good texture. So, thank you very much for Sights, and please join us in a big round of applause for all the contestants here and the amazing job that they have done. Thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen.
You know, the hard part comes now.
Truthfully, I'm glad I'm not any of these judges, let me tell you.
Oh, I agree. I totally agree. So now we start with the jury's decision, and excitement is in the air. The judges sent their votes to the staff, but now they will say it in chat, in public. So we will all hear it together.
And at this point, it looks like our competitors are now coming back on stage to show off these outfits one last time as they stand there in front of the judges to find out who is actually going to be the next SL Top Model.
So let's wait for all the finalists to come out.
Top 5 are Serenity, Dox, Adonis, Imani, and Precise.
Okay, and I think we have officially the winner. I'm pretty sure a lot of people have already been adding up the scores. But I think we are ready to make the official announcement. The second runner-up is Imani Enzo. Congratulations, Imani. Congratulations. And the first runner-up is Precise Fremen. Congratulations, Precise. And I think we all kind of knew, listening to the point, the winner of the SL Top Model contest is Bloody Mistress Serenity. Congratulations, Bloody Mistress. I should just say Serenity, I guess. And let me just take this opportunity to thank the hard work of all the judges and of course all the finalists for doing this every week, and we know it's not easy. And I want to thank all the judges for doing a great job, and also congratulations to the winner as well as the two runner-ups. We really appreciate your presence here with us today at this contest, and we wish to thank the hard work of judges as well as all the finalists and the guests, of course, who are here with us in the audience as well as those watching the stream. And of course, we wish to thank our sponsor, Guy Trebo, Sis, Desire, Dead Dolls, HMAEM, Giza, Australia Photography, Swallow Skin, Ivor Magazine, Pose Way, AIM Productions, Topazia, Amarillo Manga, MEB, Champagne, this is Champagne Sparkling Couture, Sonia, Prism, Azul, Pure Poison, and Fashion Teller. These are our sponsors who have supported us in this contest. And today our special thanks goes to the Sim, New Babbage Help in the realization of this show. And also, thank you very much to AIM Productions and to Bonnie, in particular, to live stream this show so that everybody could watch it, even if they're not here in the audience. And of course, thank you very much for your participation and collaboration throughout the competition. This was a very long and sort of a tedious work for all the finalists who were in the show. Basel and the SL Top Model competition staff wish all of you a very happy weekend. And again, congratulations to the winner. And thanks, Bonnie, so much for your help.
You're welcome.